What's up, guys? Here bringing you another great video to the channel. If it's your first time here, go ahead, guys, and make sure you like all my videos, share my videos, comment on all my videos, and if you still haven't done so, hit the subscribe button and enable bell notification so you get notified every time we drop great videos like this one or whenever we go live. Because trust me, guys, you never ever want to miss out. Alright, so today I got in and I got a new toy in for my main PC. You guys know I'm always upgrading my PC up when I need to do different things. So right now, you guys know my computer, my main PC, I have a 2 terabyte M.2 NVMe hard drive in there. So I've always wanted a bigger hard drive, but for a long time, the biggest one you can find is 2 terabytes. And then slowly, surely in the last year or two, they've been upgrading more and more. They finally came out with the 4 terabyte. I'm like, yeah, I want that, but do I really want that? I want something bigger. I'm not gonna spend that money for that. So right now, the biggest one they have right now is because I saw somebody review it and I was like, I want it. It's an 8 terabyte M.2 NVMe. So I did cop one. Now, price point on it is very, very pricey. All right. The one I got was the least expensive one. So I'm hoping this one actually works out really good because I saw the reviews on it and it's really good on the reviews. So let's hope for the best and hopefully this doesn't crash on me down the road future on, but who knows, you know. So I did get an 8 terabyte inland M.2 NVMe right here. So I did get it. So what I'm gonna do is I got my enclosure right here for my M.2. I'm gonna install it in here, put it on my computer, and I'm gonna go ahead and copy my current drive on here before I switch them out. Yes, I do have a second slot for M.2 on here, but what I would have to do is I would have to turn down my computer and then insert the 2 drive in there and then turn it back on, copy the drive. After I copy the drive, then I would have to turn it off, take off the 2 terabyte one and then replace the other 8 terabyte one and move it up to the front and take out the 2 terabyte one and then turn it back on. That's a lot of work. I'm not trying to do all that. So I figure I'll get my enclosure, install it in here, hook it up, and show you the software I'm using to go ahead and copy the drive. All right, so let's go ahead and move over to my overhead so you can see what I'm doing here. All right, let's move over now. And there you go, guys. I'm right here. All right, guys, so here we are. So as you see, I got my drive right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm gonna point it right here so you guys can see. I doubt you can see it. Nah, that's too far. I mean, it's too close. I gotta adjust the lens. All right, I don't want to, but it says 8 terabyte on there. Once I hook it up to the computer, you guys gonna see all the mainframe and everything on there. So what I'm gonna do first, take this one out. I do have a 2 terabyte in here right now. As you see, it's my old one. I have so many of these drives. So I have this one here. So I'm gonna take this one out and then put the new one in. All right, let me go ahead and take this out more. All right, so I took out the drive here. As you see the other drive there. I'm gonna take my 8 terabyte here and put it in here. All right. All right, guys. So we got that there. All right, so I got it installed. Now I just gotta screw it down a little bit. All right, now I got it in there. It's very simple. As you can see, it's very simple to do. Oh, I gotta put it down. All right, so now it's installed. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna switch over to my PC and move and hook up this drive here. So let me go and hook up the drive now. All right, guys, so I hooked up the drive. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my PC so we can see what we're gonna do now, because I know you guys want to see everything, how I do this and everything, so you don't want to miss out. All right, guys, so now we're gonna switch over to my desktop now. So here we go, we're on my desktop, and right here you're gonna see this little software here. This is the best software that I've been able to find that is completely 100% free. Well, not everything's free, but for what we needed to use it for, it's completely free. You want to copy your drive to drive, exactly like clone it. This is the best software I've seen anywhere, especially for being free. That's what makes it the best. It's called Macrium Reflect. They have a pro version that you gotta pay for, but this is the free version directly from their link. I'll leave a link down below to the website so you can download it if you're ever interested in this software. There's a great software to copy, clone your drives over. Just so before I open this up, I want to open up my folder of my drive so you can see that it is a 8 terabyte. So I'm gonna open this up here, bring this down here. So this is I bring it down here. So right now my drive didn't pop up. So that means that it is they erased the drive, but they didn't configure to my hardware. So the reason for that is because they had this on a Mac computer before. The person I bought it from, he had it on a Mac computer. So I know what I have to go into my settings, go to disk management, and partition the drive to NTFC. But it's all good. So we're gonna actually let me see if this McAfee, not McAfee, the Reflect software will read it. Let me bring this shorter because this is way too long. All right, this is my main drive here, my stuff. All right, this is my hard drive, so where I keep all my information on. Right here is my actual M.2 that's on my PC right now. As you can see, it's only a 2 terabyte, 1.8 terabyte right there. This is my main drive. This is my backup where I keep all my information. This is my external hard drive that I keep more information on. And right here, where it says 7.28 terabytes, that's my 8 terabyte drive that I installed there. As you see, it does show up here because it is Mac formatted. I gotta reformat it to Windows. So luckily with this software, it lets you partition the drive as well. So let me see if it lets me do it real quick right here. It won't let me erase it. I think I have to create a drive for it. It reads it, as you can see there. So let me go ahead and format that drive to Windows format. All right, just bear with me for a second, guys. All right, so it is. That's the reason why. Okay, volume. Okay. So they did format it, but it's a complete format that has nothing on there as far as assign letter. So I just assigned a letter to it, or it's format. It's configuring it right now. So now, if we go to my Windows, you see my drive is right there. I labeled it F. I guess I set F to format it. I just picked any letter there. It didn't matter. So right now, that's my 8 terabyte M.2 right here that you can see right there. So we don't need this anymore. So I'm gonna move this back to the other side here, or exit out. I'm gonna refresh this one because this drive you still can't read. So if you're wondering what I did, basically I went here. This is disk management. It comes with every PC. It's part of their Windows format. And I went in here and I just went down to the drive. This was all grayed out just like it is on the Reflector software. It's like this. All I did is right click on it and format it. That's all I did, guys. So if you ever want to know how to do this, that's how you do it. But I'm pretty sure everybody's pretty smart on doing that. So I did that there. So now I'm going to refresh this. And once I refresh it, you see my F drive is available here. So what am I going to do with the software? Like I said, I'm going to clone it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here. Get this one. And I want to clone this disk. I want to clone exactly what it is there. I want to clone this disk. And then this window pops up right here. Now, once this window pops up, it's going to clone my whole M.2 on my main PC and clone it to whatever disk drive I want to put it. Remember, we chose F. So I'm going to select a disk to clone. We're going to do this one, the 7.28 terabytes. All right, we're going to pick this one. So as you see, the whole drive is selected. All the check boxes there. And they select this one as the sort, like where is it going to. So all I'm going to do is hit next. And then I hit next again. And then once I come here, it's going to tell me everything it's going to do is going to copy all the partitions from my main drive and copy it onto my 8 terabyte drive. So I'm going to hit finish. I can save the XML file in case I ever got format, and then It's gonna begin doing it right here. Right here, it's just telling me that there's written stuff on there because I assigned a drive to it, a letter drive. So it's gonna say there's information on there, which there isn't. It's gonna say it's gonna override it and erase everything on there. If you don't mind that, you go hit continue. All right. All targets, yeah, you have to check it off that you're gonna overwrite everything on there. So yeah, that's fine. I want to overwrite it, and that's it. Now this process, depending how big your drive is, could take forever or fast. We're just gonna let it go, and I'll come back once it's all done. All right, guys. So we'll be back once it's completely done. And oh wait, it's starting to drive now. It might be a little faster since I'm using M.2. Okay, we're gonna lower this down because we don't need all that. So the process is going pretty quick right now, but the overall, this is the current process, just the main process right now. But the overall is gonna take a while. So like I said, we'll be back once it's all completed, and we'll see the finished product, how everything ended and finished. All right, catch you soon, guys. All right, guys, so we're just finishing up. As you see, I'm at 99%. This did take a couple hours to do. I'm going on 2 hours now. Well, I mean, you didn't see the whole thing, but I'm going on 2 hours now with this whole thing. I should be finishing any second now, because usually it takes about a minute from the last percent to finish. And once that's done, we'll get a successful notification saying your drive has been successfully formatted. You may remove it or some sort of that way. And boom, as you see, it's finishing up right now. And now my drive is popping up here since I just finished. That is, see how it looks like a Windows drive, because that's the H drive. That's my M.2, my 8 terabyte one. So I move it to the side. You say clone completed in 1 hour and 19 minutes, which is boo. It was more over 2 hours, but I don't know why it says 1 hour and 19 minutes. But yeah, it's complete. As you get that confirmation it's cloned. So now I'm gonna close everything out, and as you saw on screen, my drive pulled up, and this is my H drive here. I'm gonna go to my C drive, and you're gonna see they're identical to each other. Every inch of it, every folder, everything's identical. So it's successfully cloned over. As you see, this is the main drive, my C drive, and then this is my M.2 right here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch over to camera. I'm gonna show you me installing it in my computer, and I'm gonna power the system down. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and move over to the camera now, and I'll see you there. Alright guys, so you see my computer shutting down now. Let me go ahead and shut it down. Everything's still turned on, but everything's shut it down. I have my drive right here, and it's the same drive that we had there. Here you probably could see it. If you look right here, you see it'll say 8,000 gigabytes, which if you want to translate it that way, it means 8 terabytes, but it's really like 8,000 and some change. It's not an exact thousand. 1,024 is 1 terabyte. So you times that by 8, it's like 8,000 and some change. I forget the exact number. But yeah, my computer's off. I'm gonna take out my drive from here. I'm gonna take it out here. I'm gonna put the drive down here, and now I don't need this right now, so I'm gonna put this to the side and put my other drive back in here, and then worry about that later. So now we're gonna go ahead, remove everything on top from here so I can open up the case. I'm gonna pull this screen back so you guys can see better. Hopefully you'll be able to see better, and we're gonna take it from here. Gotta move a couple things here around. And I got my trusty screwdriver that I need to get into. What I'm gonna have to remove, I'm gonna have to remove my GPU to get to the drive, because the drive is right behind the GPU. All right. So now you guys can see the whole thing now better. I gotta move all this top things on top of here. A lot of stuff here. This will be a great time to clean my PC, but my air duster broke and I ordered a new one. I gotta wait for it to come in, so I'll clean that another day. All right, my VR headset up here. All right, so now I'm gonna move this a little forward, and I'm gonna take off the top part of the case because I have to remove the top part so I can get access to the front part. And I'm afraid to do it this way because of the screen. All right. Yep, thank God I moved it because I would have probably cracked my screen. So now I got this here. Now from here I gotta disconnect the HDMI cables in the back of the, or the DP port of my graphics card so I can actually pull it out properly. And that should be the only thing. I'm gonna disconnect the power just to be safe. Power it off. So right now everything's turned off. Unplug my power supply to the graphics card. Put that to the side. All right, and now I gotta unscrew the power supply. Not the power supply, the graphics card. And hopefully this doesn't give me a problem when I'm taking the little screw that holds the M.2. Hopefully I don't have a problem with that when I take it out. And the thing I hate about these 30 series graphics cards, they take 3 screws to take it out. I shouldn't have a problem with the screw because since this screw right here is magnetic, I mean the screwdriver is magnetic, so it should hold the screw, but sometimes you hit something when you pull it out and you lose it. So hopefully I don't do that. I'm gonna have to push the, all right, there you go. Here's my 3080 Ti right here. I'll put this to the side so I don't damage it anyway. And my drive is right behind this thing right here. So I gotta take off this cover right here. There you see it. Hopefully you can see it properly. It's right there. There should be enough light here. Yeah, there should be enough light right there. You should be able to see it. So this is my M.2 right here. The second one goes right under here. Right now this is my capture card and then my other USB ports in the back, which I never use. I just put it there because I had it and I was like, oh, I have the extra port back, so let me put it back in there just in case I need it. So now I'm going to unscrew the M.2 from here. I shouldn't have any problem for the reason that since I copied the drive, everything should be exactly the same. So I pulled out the M.2 right here, and as you can see, doesn't say, but if you look back here, right here, I don't know if you're gonna be able to read it. I'm gonna bring it up closer and see. It's not focusing the way I want to, but oh, there you go. You can see it's a 2 terabyte PNY. This is my 2. I was gonna use this for the PlayStation, but the speed on this is not fast enough for the PlayStation, so I can't use it because I have a second one on this one, and it doesn't work for the PlayStation. I tried it already, so I actually gotta get their recommended specs, which the Samsung is the best option for the price, so I'm gonna go that route. So now this is the new M.2. So as you can see, you'll probably be able to tell right here from the camera. It says 8,000 terabytes. We're gonna put that one in. Not 8,000 gigabytes. Right? 8,000, yeah. Okay. So we're gonna put the drive in. Make sure I'm putting it in correctly. It's in there. Now I gotta make sure I get the screw and put it in there properly so it doesn't get loose. Hopefully I don't mess up here so I don't lose that little screw, because I've lost that screw like so many times. See, and it's not even on straight. That's what I'm doing. I can't do nothing with my left. All right, that's better. Make sure it doesn't move. It does not moving. Perfect. Now, reverse the process. Put my GPU back in. Okay. Now put these screws back in here as well. Because these screws are the ones that support it. See, I can take it out with this, but I can't put it back in with that. Let me get another screwdriver. All right, grab the better one and the longer one so it makes it easier. All right, let me put the other one because I don't want to tighten that one completely, because you got to adjust all of them. All right, everything's plugged back in. Plug the power into the GPU. Got it all plugged up now. Plug everything back in. Looks everything good. Put power back on and we'll turn it back on. Give it a second for it to should load back up. And it's loading back up. Now we give it time for it to turn on and we all set. Put this back up. See, now I gotta be careful and actually put the screen back in. If I didn't do that, this top case is gonna hit it, and I don't want it. And that's the last thing I want to do. The last thing I want to do is crack that screen. The screen alone is expensive. All right, so that should do it. Like I said, I have the other drive here, and I'm gonna go ahead and wait for this thing to boot up. Once it boots up, you'll see me on my computer, and then we're gonna walk through everything, make sure everything looks good. And you'll see everything. All right, see you in a minute. All right, guys, so we're back on my computer. As you see, it successfully booted up. Everything is running well. Everything looks good. So now I want to do something that I forgot to do before actually changing the drive, before we turn off the computer, and that I forgot. I just want to show you what it is first, and I'll explain what I'm gonna do. Because you know what? Let me open up one of my folders. My main folder. All right, as you can see, this is my main drive right here. But you're saying, why is it only reading 2 terabytes? It shouldn't be reading 8 terabytes. Okay, so the reason for that is because it copied my drive inch by inch. Every little section it copied over. So what happens is it left unallocated space not used. And what does that mean? It's just, let's say, dead air. It's not being used. That's what it is. So what I have to do is I have to extend the drive over. So what you want to do is open up your disk management. I'm going to put this to the side here. I'm going to open up my disk management. There we go. Let it load up. Okay, load it up here. And as you can see, all my drives are here. Here's my drive right here, and see this empty, this is dead air right here. Basically, if that's what you want to call it, you want to call it dead air. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on the C drive, which is the main drive. I'm gonna right click on it and hit extend volume, and it's gonna come with this menu here, because it's gonna take all the unallocated space and combine it together. So I'm gonna go next. It's gonna say oop. All right, and then I'm gonna hit next. It's gonna take all that space, finish. It should take it. And boom, look at that. So now, you see it still says 1.8, but if I refresh it, it should read, boom, look at it, just open it up. There you go, guys. So now I have the full potential of the drive there, and I'm all done. So now my M.2 is 8 terabytes big on my main drive. So I'm good to go there, and I'm all set. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. I showed you how to change the drive. I showed you how to copy it. Couple of different little steps here I showed you on this one video. Just showing you my upgrade that I did. Plus with the little extra steps of learning stuff. If you guys are into PCs or want to get to learn more into PCs and you didn't know these steps, there goes the steps. If you want a link where to get the software, the Macurium Reflect, I'll leave a link down below. It is free. They do have a pro version, but that pro version, you don't need it if you're going to use for the basic stuff that we just did now. Pro version does a lot more stuff, but again, I didn't need it for that. I just needed to clone the drive, and that's it. And this worked perfect. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and everything I had to show you today. If you did, go ahead and give me a big old thumbs up. Show me all the love and support you guys love to show the channel. Also, don't forget to hit that share button, because sharing is caring. And we want to make sure everyone is aware of everything we talk about on this channel, so they don't miss a thing, just like you're not missing a thing. And guys, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them in the comment box down below. I'll get to you as soon as I can, when I can, as fast as I can. And if you still haven't done so at the end of this video, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, enable bell notification, so you get notified every time we drop great videos like this one, or whenever we go live. Because trust me, guys, you never ever want to miss out. And that's it for today, guys. Until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.